Please let it be good. Please let it be good. Let's see. Let's see. The animations are really cool. I like it. We got Jinx. We got Vi. We got Victor. And then maybe like some Caitlyn, because I saw another gun being fired. Green energy. Like this is either Echo or Raven. Riven. Oh, Jhin. Yeah. Not really that excited about Jinx. I know a lot of people like her, but to me, it's the toxic masculinity type of American Hollywood woman that does only violence, and that's the only way she knows how to be strong. But that's okay, because there's a lot of other interesting characters within League of Legends. The only bad thing is that this is on Netflix. I don't have a Netflix account anymore, ever since Cooties, and I don't plan to start one. But I do have a friend that has Netflix, and since he pays for his account anyway, I could go watch it like that, so it's going to be only one viewership. But you guys don't understand. Like seriously, you do not understand just how rich and awesome League of Legends lore is. Most people don't know because they just play the game. And the game is just a MOBA, but League of Legends, man, like it's got this very interesting setting where anything goes. I mean, you got Bilgewater, which is kind of like an eldritch god type of setting where you have like deep sea Cthulhu-like beings, and you have ghost pirates and zombies and everything you can imagine that has to do with sea and water. Pretty much think about that game Dishonored, right? Like that type of thing where they're going fishing and they find like some deep dark terrors in the deep, and yeah. Then you get Zaun, which is a cyberpunk city, like very focused on technology. You get Demacia, which is a very hierarchical city that punishes mages, and they're really waging a war against anyone who wields magic. And with good reason, because the world in Runeterra has been almost destroyed by magic in the past. But what's interesting is that one of the elites, one of the nobles within Demacia is Lux, and she's a mage, so she has to hide that fact. A little bit of nepotism going on, using her influence in order to hide the fact that she's a mage. And she actually causes one of the civil wars within Demacia, due to the fact that the Damatians managed to capture a very powerful mage called Silas. And this mage has the ability to copy the magic of other sorcerers around him. Kind of like Rogue from X-Men, but he doesn't need to touch them or anything. He just needs to be around them, and then he can use their magic. So the Damatians lock him up in a very dark dungeon, thinking that if there's no magician around him, then he's not going to be able to cause any problem. He's going to be just like a normal human. And when Lux visits him, and she's allowed to visit him because no one knows that she's got magical abilities, he uses the magic of her in order to free himself. And he then gets other mages that are being oppressed in Demacia and causes a civil war. Very interesting story, believe it or not. It's more fascinating than what goes on in most comic books today. Then you get Ionia, which is a land of ninjas and Asian mysticism. Think of the monk from Diablo. And you get other nations as well, like the Dead Island, the Death Islands, where you get undead and all sorts of weird spirits. And then you have like certain entities that don't have anything to do with any of the realms. You get like ancient demonic forces like Fiddlesticks, a creature that preys on fear, or Evelyn, a creature that preys on lust. And let's not forget, hopefully I'm not mispronouncing it, Ishal Khan, which is an Aztec-like culture, with Cuyana, the very thick princess, leading it. And what I'm trying to say is that this is an amazing setting. It's so good. I'm curious, like, why didn't they make a role-playing game based on it? It's very vast. I mean, League of Legends had more than a decade to perfect the lore. The only problem is that no one really read it. But trust me when I say, like, there's some really, really excellent writing there. And the way they managed to get all of this to fit and create a worthwhile setting is really incredible. Some of it is dark as fuck, by the way, like the most grim dark thing ever. Like you get this race of sentient creatures that are made from minerals, but they also power magical artifacts. So because of that, they are literally being harvested for their magical energy. Like think about your entire body being distorted and molded into a very compact thing so you can power up some weird gizmo. And you have this, I don't know, like the worst villain in the entire League of Legends, Seraphine, which apparently has like a hoverboard that is powered by the souls of thousands of these creatures, and she can actually hear them. Like she can actually hear their screams and cries. She doesn't give a fuck. Like it's a hoverboard. She gets to fly around and sing stuff. I think they had to remake her lore because the storytellers didn't realize how fucked up that came out being. But yeah, so the potential is there. It's very, very difficult to screw this game with wokeness because it's already incredibly diverse. I mean, they're not going to blackface any of the characters. There's already plenty of people of color in League of Legends. It's very difficult to like stuff some diversity down your throat. You know, like a white character that used to be white, boom, it's black. Ha 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 ha. How you like it, bigot? Are you going to complain? Are you going to complain? Are you going to be a racist? Are you going to be a racist and complain? No, they're probably not going to do that. The only thing which they can fall, I guess, is like if it's bad writing. And if the writers just stick to the source material, like literally that's all they have to do, just stick to the source material, then it's very difficult for them to mess up. I don't see it. Like I legitimately, if there was any single show that I would say it might be good, I will say this one. I would say like this is the one. But you know, I can always be disappointed. I mean, I have been disappointed in the past, and I know that Americans, when making entertainment, they work tirelessly hard in order to do their best to disappoint me. I'm quite aware of that. Very aware. But please, just this once. Like, just this once, make it so that it's actually good. A lot of people are already enjoying this. Like, it's got 69,000 thumbs up. It was posted yesterday, and it's already got 500,000 views. So it seems that this might focus on Pitlover and Zon. Pitlover is a cyberpunk type of city, while Zone is a city that's focused based around alchemy and magical experiments gone wrong. Also, very huge difference between the impoverished and the wealthy. So it's going to be at least an interesting first episode, that's for sure. But I'm happy that Riot is branching out, and believe it or not, I actually want them to do good games. I mean, they're making a fighting game. Their card game is miles ahead Hearthstone in quality and gameplay. A lot better than Magic the Gathering, I would say. And they're also making an RPG, and now they're making this. So they're expanding. And this is in a time where the gaming industry is kind of dying, at least the AAA. Activision Blizzard is moving all their studios to work on the new Call of Duty. BioWare is showing really bad news. I mean, people are leaving that studio, and as I understand it, it's just the name now. Most of the people there weren't in the original BioWare that existed. It's just like a empty husk that EA likes to parade for us. And I have very, very low hopes and expectations of the new Dragon Age. The Mass Effect remake, you know, like instead of focusing on the stuff that people like, giving a better ending to Mass Effect 3, they're focusing on, oh yeah, we can't have asses. We can't have asses in the game. And there's a lot of cutscenes where you can film around that off, and we decided to remove those because like they might be offensive. And it's like, all right, I'm not buying it. I'll stick to the originals. Yeah, so hopefully Riot is going to provide some entertainment. We're going to see how this Arcane turns out to be, how the animated series ends up being. again, you would need to be a master at shit in order to destroy League of Legends lore. The lore is there. It's really good. If I haven't seen Kathleen Kennedy do this to the Star Wars universe, I might actually say that it's impossible. But no, like I guess there is a possibility they can botch it up. What do you guys think? Like, is it going to be good or not? Let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you guys there.